Hey everybody. Today we are going to be learning about a little thing called speed and a little thing called acceleration. These are very important when it comes to science. So, first thing we're going to talk about is speed, since that is number 1 on our list. So, we all know that speed is measured in meters per second. And in order to find out that unit is your distance over time, and the unit for distance is meters, and your time is measured in seconds. Let's start with a practice problem. A car travels at a constant speed, covering a distance of 750 meters in 25 seconds. What is the car's speed? Well, my teacher always taught me that to put these out and fill it in. So, since our distance is in meters, we're going to look into our problem, and as we can see here, 750 meters. So you're going to plug that in your D, which is distance. And always make sure to plug in your unit. Now, as we see here, another number. It is in seconds. You're going to plug that in for time, and another way to find out what you are looking for is to see what they're asking you. And as you can see here, it says, what is the car's speed? So we're looking for S. So we don't know S yet. So then, you're going to plug in your time, which is 25 seconds. And let me do a triangle. So what you are looking for is your speed. So what you're going to do, would you multiply it? I'll edit it later. Okay. Scratch that. Okay, so you're going to divide, because we are finding S. So you're going to divide. We'll do S equals 750 and B by 25. So when you do that, it should give you 80?
30.
30. I do not have a calculator.
30 what, teacher?
Seconds.
No.
Speed. That is your speed.
What is speed measured in, teacher?
As you can see, I don't get paid a lot at my job. So it's going to be meters per second. Because as you can see, I'm not a registered qualified teacher. So
Thanks, teacher. That was good.
I need to go back to 9th grade. Anyway, so your answer is 30 meters per second. After that long rodeo, we are going to move on to acceleration. Okay. So, again, as we did over here with speed, we are going to talk about our units. So, acceleration. Your acceleration is going to be measured in meters per second. It is kind of like speed.
Meters per what?
Seconds squared. Again, I do not get paid well at my job. Anyway, yeah, I need to get a raise. Anyway, I'm dyslexic. It is going to be measured in meters per second squared. And a lot of people wonder what the F and the I are. Your F is your final velocity, and your I is your initial, which basically is your initial is what you start out with, and your final is what you end with. Okay. And then that is measured in meters per second. Again, it's like speed, because it is velocity is the rate of change. And then time is measured in seconds. Okay, let's move on to this problem before my principal fires me. Okay, an airplane starts at rest, then speeds up to 80 meters per second in 20 seconds. What is its acceleration? So, the first thing you want to do is look at your problem, and you are going to see what you are looking for. So, it says we need our acceleration. So, we are going to put a question mark right there, because we do not know what acceleration is. Okay, so, your initial, even though it is not in your problem, it says, because it starts at rest, which is 0. So, you are going to subtract at...
I have a question.
Yes, student.
Shouldn't we fill in the side variables first so we know where the 0 goes?
My bad. I'm a bad person.
Is 0 your final or initial velocity?
It is your initial. You put in 0, you put in 80, and your time says 20 seconds. You put 20, C.
What is 80? 80 what?
I was just going to get that. Cheyenne! It is measured in meters per second. Excuse my terrible handwriting. Now, you are going to do your problem. The first thing you want to do is figure out the rate of change in your initial and final. So you are going to, again, like it says up here in our equation, subtract the two. So what you're going to do is, a lot of people get this mixed up, but you're going to do your final and subtract that from your initial. So you're going to take your final, which is 80, and since our it starts at rest, you're going to subtract 0 from that, which is 80. And you're going to divide that by your time, which you're going to divide by 20 because that is your time. And that should equal 4.
4 what, teacher?
Meters per second squared. Fix that. And that is your final answer. Now, sometimes it's not going to say if it speeds up or slows down, but we are going to talk about our types of acceleration because there are 3 ways that it can accelerate. The first one is, we all know it is that it can speed up. The next one, it can slow down, and a lot of people don't actually know this. It actually can change direction. So, with that, kids, go ahead and learn.